Thanks so much for joining again and taking the time to talk with us today. We're so excited to get to know you and to work with you over the next year. And I'm really excited to let you know about what's going on in the campaign and gather your thoughts and your questions and your ideas. So thanks again for joining. This call will be to orient you to the Regional Ambassador Program at Girl Rising, and just to go over campaign initiatives, current campaigns that we're working on, and brainstorming around them. It'll be about 30 minutes. Do we want to just take a second for everyone to introduce themselves, your name, where you're from, and how you got involved with Girl Rising?
Sure. I'm Josh, and I'm from Australia. And I got involved with Girl Rising after working with one of their partners, Room to Read. And I met Girl Rising at the United Nations Youth Assembly. I was invited to with Room to Read.
Great, welcome, Josh.
My turn, I guess. I'm Alexandra. I've got involved with Girl Rising not even a month ago, but I knew about the project before because I've been working now for about 2 years at Intel, and Intel is one of the main strategic partners of Girl Rising. And so, yeah, that's how I got to know the program. And I also volunteer at a local NGO that is mainly focused on educational projects. So that's like the way I'm trying to leave my impact in this area.
Great. Well, welcome, Alexandra. Great. Well, I'd just like to start off with a brief program overview. I know that you've both, read over all our materials and have been involved with us. But I think it's just good to go over it briefly. So the Regional Ambassador Program is a global network of girl champions, including girls, women, boys, and men who are working to rally their community around creating change for girls' education. Your main task here is, again, to rally your community and also to stay up to date with Girl Rising current campaigns, milestones, and staying key with our key messaging. And also just finding really creative and innovative ways to create change in your community and also to get your community talking about girls' education and the issues surrounding it. We had sent you an email before with a link to the Regional Ambassador webpage. This also includes the Regional Ambassador Toolkit, which is really important. We're always changing and adapting with feedback from our regional ambassadors, so any feedback, thoughts, questions you have, please feel free to let us know and to contact us. If you have any, if you come up with a really great idea, that your community needs this resource and it would be really helpful for you to help organize, to let us know and we can work on developing that. We really want to make this toolkit as useful for you guys as possible. So I'd like to jump into our current campaigns. The first one is Get Girl Rising in School. And this is a campaign that we're really going to focus on this summer. It's to get Girl Rising in as many schools and educational facilities as possible in your community. This includes getting the DVD there, showing the film, and having educators work Girl Rising into their curriculum. And we have many resources that we're going to share with you guys. So it's really easy for you to reach out to schools and institutions in your area. This will be something that we really focus on this summer with our regional ambassadors. This campaign is really in its infant stages, so your feedback and your participation are really important as we continue to grow this into a full campaign and a full program. So we're really focusing on this summer, and your participation is really vital here. And again, we'd love for any feedback you have, what's working, what's not working, and this is the pilot stage of the program, and your feedback and your participation are really going to help us turn it into a full programming campaign. So that's Get Girl Rising into schools, and we've actually been conducting research on our end, interviewing educators around the world and learning what they do to bring extra material in, what barriers there are. Is someone new join the call? Hi, David. Would you like to introduce yourself really briefly to everyone? Just your name, where you're
Hi.
from. Hi.
Yeah, fine. I had problem getting in touch with you, and now luckily I am in. I am Yajirabi David from Ghana.
Hi, David. Do you want to tell everyone how you got involved with Girl Rising?
Yes, this is the second year continually we are being Girls Rising. We celebrated the first anniversary, and the second one we celebrated it, and we organized a float in the community. We organized a deba. We invited some key important personnel from the community and from the government, and they came and gave a talk to the girls. We watched some of the trailers of Girl Rising the other time also. So in all, we are doing a lot, and we are recruiting girls in the community into schools, paying for their school fees now. So that's how far we have gone.
Great. Welcome, David. We were just in the
Thank
midst
you.
of going over our current campaigns. So I'll explain again briefly about Get Girl Rising into schools, and then I'll jump into the next thing, and then we're going to have time for questions and thoughts and any ideas that you might have around anything we go over today. So we were just talking about Get Girl Rising into schools, and this involves getting Girl Rising into schools in your community and any other educational facilities. I was just going over how at Girl Rising we just conducted some informational interviews with educators around the world, learning about how they bring in extra material to their school, what resources would be useful for them, and what kind of resources they would want in their classroom. And we're currently putting together a report that we are going to share with you once we synthesize that information. So this should be useful as you reach out to educators and educational facilities in your area. And these questions might also be useful to ask educators in your area, because we know that every community is different, and you know, you need to have a creative and individual take on how you approach them. The next big campaign and milestone is International Day of the Girl this October. It's October 11th, and last year we had over 2,000 events in 158 countries. And we're looking to make it even bigger this year. We're still working to really develop what we're going to ask our community to do on this day and what the theme will be, but Get Girl Rising in School will play a big role. So it's really important that we work to develop it this summer so we can roll it out again this October for International Day of the Girl. So those are the major campaign milestones that we're currently working on. You know, I'd like to just take a minute to ask a few questions, and then you guys are free to ask any questions. I'd love to hear initial ideas that you have for these campaigns, or any thoughts that you have that you'd like to share with others. But the first question I'd like to ask everyone, you know, in looking to get your participation in these campaigns and working forward, how would you like to collaborate with other ambassadors or organizations, or do you have any ideas as of now?
I guess I'll go. I think it'd be like really exciting to host a worldwide event where each ambassador could hold the same event on the same day in their region. And it'd also be cool for all the ambassadors to share all the media and promotional content that they've created.
Great, that's a great idea, and we would love to share that, you know, that content with everyone. Does anyone else have any ideas?
Yes, yeah, I think sharing is like the most important part, because like from learning from others we learn too, and then we can improve things and we can come up with new ideas. And also like having a worldwide event where all the ambassadors take part in is really great. But if we have regional ambassadors that are located in the same area, having meetings maybe with them, or just coming together for one event, maybe in I don't know if there's any other regional ambassador in Barcelona, but maybe in other city in Spain, and then coming together to do together an event, that will be great too, because like it's probably easier if there's more than one person only organizing something.
Yeah, definitely, and we really encourage collaboration, especially in your area. And we're really hoping that everyone does come together and is involved with International Day of the Girl. So hopefully this can be the one day that everyone hosts an event or participates in some way. Does anyone have any ideas or thoughts or questions about anything we went over today with the current campaigns, including
together an event
rising in school or International Day of the
there's
Girl?
one person organizing something.
Yeah, definitely, and we really
Unmuted.
together and is involved with International Day of the Girl. So hopefully this can be the one day that everyone hosts an event or participates in some way. Does anyone have any other ideas or questions?
I think it'd be fun for the ambassadors. We could do like initiate our own like social media campaign, and everyone can take a Girl Rising related photo in front of a major landmark in their city and post it across their social media platforms with the same hashtag.
It's a great idea. Hi, Nikki. Did you just join the call?
Yes.
Hi. Would you
Hi.
like to briefly introduce yourself, just where you're from and how you got involved with Girl Rising?
Sure. So I'm from Bay Area in California, and I got involved through watching a screening of the movie about a year ago, and then I was very moved, and I got involved into the organization and cause.
Great, welcome. We're currently going over the campaigns that Girl Rising is focusing on this summer and in the fall. The first is Bring Girl Rising to Your School, which focuses on bringing Girl Rising to schools in your community. And the second is International Day of the Girl, which we're still working to develop. Do you have any thoughts or ideas around either of these campaigns?
Well, personally, I'm planning a walkathon in my community for International Day of the Girl, just to raise awareness, like for my community, and I'm also going to be having a screening too. So.
Great, thanks for sharing. Does anyone else have any questions about anything we've gone over today, including the program overview, the toolkit, anything that has to do with the program or current campaigns that we went over?
I have something else to add, Sam. You mentioned that which ideas we had about collaborating with other ambassadors, but also with other organizations.
Yes.
So I think it's really important to get involved, and if not involved, like just to let know local NGOs about this project, especially NGOs that are working on women or gender-related issues or educational projects. So I think that's a way to get more awareness about this project, to share it, and then also they could also share information about Girl Rising through their channels.
Yes, that's a great idea, and we really do encourage collaboration with local NGOs as well, and especially ones that focus on the same types of issues or the same, about girls' education as well. So I would really encourage you to get involved with organizations that you're interested in, and it doesn't necessarily have to be directly in line, but if it's something that you're passionate about and you can find a way to link it to Girl Rising, I really encourage you to get involved with them. But with collaboration, I would just advise you to just take a look at the brand guidelines that we sent around just to make sure that you're following them. But we really do encourage collaboration with other organizations and other people in your community. great. So, and how do you think we can change cultural stereotypes around girls' education and empowerment? I know that you all joined because you were passionate about girls' education and the movement. So I was wondering if you had any thoughts on this as we're wrapping up.
I would say information is the most powerful tool that we can use. So that's just in the same line of what we were talking about before, letting people know about it, letting other organizations that can do something know about it, letting also public institutions be aware of this issue and taking actions. Because probably knowing who can do something and knowing what should be done is the way to get rid of those stereotypes.
Definitely, thank you. That was a great answer. Does anyone else have any ideas or any thoughts?
Yes, in Africa, we have got a very strong view about the girl child. It is believed that a girl child's position is in the kitchen. So there are a lot of cultural barriers when it comes to trying to educate the girl so that the girl will be emancipated. There's a lot of things you encounter, especially within the community. The people in the community don't really accept that a girl should be educated, the girl should go far. For them, they want the girl to be at home and then to get married. Therefore, it needs a lot of education, a lot of sensitization, a lot of awareness that we have to create in the community before you can break that mindset of the people.
Thank you, David. No, those were some great insights.
So I think I agree with everybody. Also, just sharing stories of all the empowering women around the world, and demonstrating that girls can really do anything or a lot can really change stereotypes and everything. Since just seeing it can help everyone believe it.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely, believe that at Girl Rising too, Nikki. Okay, great. I think that wraps up our call, but I just want to remind everyone that if you have any additional thoughts, questions, or want to talk further about something you're planning or something that you're interested in, please feel free to reach out to us at Girl Rising. You can contact us by email at leadership@girlrising.com, and we can talk about it via email, or we can set up a call to talk further about it. We'll also be sending out a monthly newsletter that highlights what other ambassadors are doing, resources that are available, what's going on in the campaign, and additional interesting articles that we found and we think that our community would really benefit from. So look out for that, and we'll be in touch soon with more information both on both campaigns with Bring Girl Rising to Your School and also International Day of the Girl. And we'll be looking to do these conference calls about every quarter, so you guys can ask each other questions and we can go over what's going on at the campaign here. But thank you all so much for taking the time to talk today, and I look forward to working with you over the next year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.